We're just getting confirmation, and it's on game number 1 for our round 12 feature match.
Yep, and you can tell the tension is high. The stakes have never been higher. This is the final round of Swiss before you get to top 64. First roll's a 7 there for Joshua. Da Vinci is rolling 9. It's big enough.
I will choose to go first. Go on.
Proudly declare that beautiful handshake, and now our players are getting ready to draw their opening hands.
We'll get the start.
And duel.
Okay. Go on.
Da Vinci going first here. Choosing for that with MITSURUGI, RYZEAL. We've seen this deck a few times on the feature matches. Everyone's got their own subtle variations of the deck here, but prayers is one of the best ways to start.
No tribute.
Certainly one of the most important rounds of these duelists' life because, again, they are so close to getting to the top 64, and they both still might, but a win and in feels pretty good as we use MITSURUGI prayers to add Habakiri to the hand.
Yep, we're not going to be paying any 800 because we did not summon, so we're just going to be adding. This Habakiri could get the rest of the MITSURUGI engine going.
Important to do that in the draw phase so that your opponent can out-droll and lockbird you. And now we're in the main phase here for the Habakiri effect.
Yep, and this is the ever-powerful once-per-duel effect to let you summon a monster from the deck and then tribute a card. We're going to tribute that said Sachi, and now Sachi's effect on tribute will let you search for any MITSURUGI spell card. That might be the ever-so-faithful MITSURUGI Ritual.
Got a little bit of a peek at Joshua's hand. Don't see too much interaction, but plenty of starters. Oh, but hey, there you go.
Speaking of the draw and lockbird, Kangas was totally right. That card is everywhere in this format, and now Da Vinci has to play under that for the rest of the turn.
Part of the reason, you know, talking about World Championship players, Julian, who just qualified at the points playoffs, he was telling us part of the reason he thinks Malice is so threatening is everyone's main decking 3 droll. And Malice is one of the few decks that doesn't really stop, but it does stop this deck quite a lot. It becomes much harder to assemble a strong end field.
Basically, he's forced to open his RYZEAL engine. He now has no way within the archetype of MITSURUGI just to dig into that stuff and automatically get it through duo drive and whatnot. And so that could really shut down his overall sort of ceiling for the turn.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of ceilings, it does help to have that Night Sword Serpent. Some duelists choosing not to play it, but it does give you a little extra push there. Now activating MITSURUGI Ritual, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and tribute to special summon Ame no Murokuma no MITSURUGI from the deck here.
Another really important thing about draw and lockbird here is that because he is under draw, that Habakiri will not summon itself back by being tributed because he's not able to add a card as well.
Yes. You cannot fulfill the entire effect, so you can't do any of the effect.
Here we're going to see a link summon. This could be for SP Little Knight. It could be for some kind of end board piece he's going for. The Serpent will get banished because he was summoned back using its own
maybe
effect.
a FIENDSMITH engine?
Oh, Dynamondo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could threaten some board wipe potential by bringing back the Murakumo during Joshua's turn. Ooh, and there we see the Do Warrior coming down from Da Vinci here. He's playing sort of a mixture of sort of automat cards, MITSURUGI cards, and RYZEAL cards.
I haven't seen this build, and that's the excitement of the deck, is I said it at the beginning, everyone has their own little variation of how they like to play it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the deck name alone does not tell the full story of the duel. You have to really peer into the deck list by seeing the person play. And even then, if it's card for card, they have completely different styles. We've seen so many different mirror matches throughout the tournament.
And then, of course, even with the automat, you know, engine, sub-engine, you're not always locked into playing all of the cards. You can just run 3 Warrior with one of the Go Glove. Did I say that right? Go count the
Dwarf.
Go Glove. Yep, I got it.
You got it.
I'm going to just use my fingers every time. But you can just use it as just a sub-engine to get into your rank 4s. But we're still under the draw, so we can't go into the RYZEALs. It's just going to be the Baguska.
But that's a really great, strong turn when you think about it, how conservative is the Dynamondo, the Baguska, that is really defensive considering he got hit by the draw and lockbird.
That's a great point.
And here we're starting off with Joshua with FIENDSMITH's track. He's going to be threatening a lot of stuff to Da Vinci. It's going to be a really nice starter for him here.
Notably, this is also, depending on what else is in your hand, a lot of it's going to be links. So you're, you call it FIENDSMITH Lurie. I think arguable you could call it, but Fabled Lurie.
Hey, there was some Fabled support this year. It's
there
still
was,
a Fabled card.
You can do some of the FIENDSMITH stuff with just Link monsters. It does kind of get locked with Lacrima with the Baguska. So
you're going to miss out an effect there for sure.
Yeah, we'll see how much Josh was able to do with just the FIENDSMITH engine.
While under draw and lockbird, because after resolving the track, Da Vinci did hit him with that as Chain Link 2 to his Lurie.
Oh, he did.
Luckily, the FIENDSMITH cards, if you don't get drolled on the engraver for the track, you're actually fine, because you don't do any more searching, but
his Goblin cards,
the Goblin cards,
So we see Requiem coming down, going to be activating that Lacrima probably to be getting the rest of his FIENDSMITH cards like Engraver. Classic we've seen time and time again.
FIENDSMITH Engraver.
So I imagine you're trying to push through just to be able to get through the Baguska, and then you would play any Goblin Biker cards you might have in your hand, right?
And so here we're probably going to go into a Necro Quip, I'd imagine, and then you can use the Engraver effect in Graveyard, because Baguska will only negate the field effects of monsters.
Yep, and then we can get access to a rank 6 if we need one.
Or a Link 2, probably, because Baguska really shuts down any of the rank monsters. They'll still go to defense mode, so we won't have enough like light fiends to go into a sequence play, but maybe we could do like an SP depending on what they have.
Going to activate Engraver by putting back these blurs.
Yeah, so there's only going to be 2 light fiends in the graveyard after this all happens.
You're fine.
Kind of difficult there for sure, but looks like we're going to go ahead and bring back FIENDSMITH Engraver, and now this is where the choices begin.
We might just summon SP Little Knight to like out this Baguska.
That's one of the classic
outs. Because it does include a fusion monster there from the extra deck.
Exactly.
So SP Little Knight.
There it
SP
is.
Little Knight.
Ooh, and we can use the Dynamundo arrow to summon
that's
it too.
sick.
That's fun.
That is fun.
And now we can actually kind of stymie the Dynamundo too by being able to get rid of the Baguska here, and if he triggers Dynamundo, dodge it.
Oh, wow. Great card.
And he has a monster card
Fantastic.
in his hand too to prevent the SP from responding to the droplets.
If not, well, let's see.
Because you can't chain a spell card.
Great break, a grand breakout.
All right, sort of a get out of jail card there. So we're going to go ahead and activate Goblin Biker Grand Breakout.
Beautiful.
Monster off the field. And that means it's going to resolve because it's not face up on the field.
Exactly. So it's no longer negated. We can get through the Baguska. We never normal summon. It's only the Dynamundo that we have to worry about now.
All right, Goblin Bikers, do your thing.
Yeah, this will be really interesting to see here. So I believe Grand Breakout, does it summon or does it add to hand? I forget which one it does.
Adds to hand.
Ooh. It is unfortunate, though, that we are getting
Oh,
rid
no,
of
it does special summon. Okay,
it
break it
has
out.
to.
Yeah.
It has to, otherwise...
Oh, yeah, the Joel Lockford. What are we doing here?
And I forget, Droplet doesn't target, correct? So he can
That
still
is correct.
Droplet this card.
He can,
So it's worth noting that like we're currently in Chain Link, I believe, 3 here to activate the Grand Breakout.
That's right.
Got rid of SP. Now we're going to go Droplet, negate that monster, and then SP. That monster, by the way, is mean merciless.
Yeah, it allows you to special summon a goblin monster from your hand on summon. Ending your main phase, you can detach material from a monster if it's in the graveyard, and then special summon it.
Oh, but there is the Goblin Bikers Gone Wild, being able to be normal summoned by using its effect. That allows it to be normal summoned, and because it has been normal summoned, I believe now that Baguska is gone, he has the ability to special summon 1 level 4 or lower goblin monster from his deck.
Use the effect to summon a goblin from my deck.
Definitely cool to see goblins at this high level of play. Usually you see goblins paired with the Memento deck because there's that intersection between Memento and Goblin and the rest of the Goblin Bikers. But here, this is just Goblin Bikers going crazy.
They're going wild right now, as it says on the card right there. And all under Droll still.
You did Droll, yes.
Being reminded that Joshua tried to search. Da Vinci says, no, you cannot. But Joshua does still have multiple monsters on the field. Dynamundo is really... There's nothing in Da Vinci's hand. It's only the Dynamundo.
I actually just saw a little card in Joshua's hand by the name of Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. So if he activates that Dynamundo, he's in for a rough awakening, I think.
But what a great choice, too. It is a level 3 monster itself. I did also see the Speedroid Terror Top there, so this is obviously a nice little rank 3 toolbox trying to pick apart a rank 4 toolbox.
Ooh, and there's the Ghost Bell I was talking about, making Dynamundo useless. Da Vinci now has no cards in hand, no cards on field, and Joshua has an army of goblins ready and raring to do some damage.
Dynamundo tried to tribute itself to special summon the Mitsurugi from the graveyard, the Amino Marakumo, but not going to pull that off.
But that was the right play for sure. Da Vinci doing just exactly what the game plan was, and most of the time you're only seeing the Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion in Vanquish Soul decks. So how could you predict that unless you kind of saw the commonality of the fact that it's level 3?
But it also hits a lot of other decks in the field right now. I actually do think Ghost Bell is a very effective card to be main decking, at least side decking. So I'm happy that we're actually seeing it in a feature match, because I've talked to some duelists. Some say, no, this is like a legitimate card you need to worry about right now.
Some people think about DD Crow, but DD Crow would not do much in certain situations, and this Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion is just perfect to waste that effect.
So we're going battle phase here. We're swinging 24 with the Gone Wild and 16 with the Doug Charger.
I did, SP. You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Okay.
You were right.
Both players' responsibility to maintain an active game.
You know what that is, Da Vinci? That is a third-place Dragon Duelist at a WCQ right there. Let's go.
Oh, yes.
He is keeping track of every lingering effect on the field, the Droll, the SP, all of it.
Sees the whole world under the tournament policy guidelines and definitely corrected his opponent there, but that's okay because he was just going to do a little bit of damage. We're in main phase 2. We weren't going to be able to do any damage anyway or attack. So let's see what we do with this Link summon.
That's looking like...
Oh,
wow.
Wait. Did we put back the Requiem?
No, but we can use these to make sequence because it's a light fiend still.
You're right.
Yes.
You are right.
And now we have another Light Fiend in the graveyard as well.
Yes, so we can still end on Desiree
Now
here
we
pretty
can get to the
confidently.
Desiree, yes, because the Moon is that third Light Fiend.
Yep.
But how are we going to get back into our Goblin engine? I guess we have Terror Top, which can normal summon, get you Takatomborg if you play it, and then have a rank 3 that way. Because the big problem for Joshua here was that he was not able to summon Big Gabanga and get the search.
Yeah.
And just having Big Gabanga plus a Gone Wild is not going to be enough to stop Da Vinci on his next turn.
We have committed our normal summon here, so I
Oh,
think
on a
Joshua.
new turn is what I'm saying, yeah.
Joshua's going to be passing with, I believe, just Desiree, but Da Vinci's on just the draw.
I did catch in the extra deck a FIENDSMITH Agnum Day, so I was surprised not to see like the fullest extension of the combo, but he may be saving that to bring back the FIENDSMITH Desiree later.
Stand by.
And he didn't have Lacrima in the graveyard, so.
Do you even need
Yeah, he went for
active
Engraver off
effects
the
in
Yeah.
Requiem. But I think Joshua did a great job of playing through everything Da Vinci had and had just the right answers to stymie him to the point where now he's, like you said, Steven, on nothing. Set one and pass.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
this is a really tough position for Da Vinci. Joshua actually did a fantastic job of sequencing his plays.
But normal summon speed would.
There he
Oh,
is.
wow.
The
There
ultimate
is.
rank 3 engine toolbox.
And we're
he's just
going-
gonna
That's
concede the
enough.
game.
He's seen all he needs to see. So Da Vinci conceding there, conserving as much time, about 34 minutes left on the clock.
But here we go. Game number 2, Joshua versus Da Vinci.
I mean, if he's been up on the featured match before, this might just be his childhood playground.
Maybe, yeah, you know what?
You know
Maybe
what?
I'm building this too much up. And he's calling his cucumber up there.
But he does seem like he's taking this serious. There's no
Draw phase?
joke in here, so let's see what he does on his draw
Stand by.
phase.
Yes.
Main.
Yes.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see how we lead off here. Last time we led off with Mitsurugi. Do we have non-Mitsurugi cards to start off with here? Ooh, and that's
Yes,
right,
we
the one
do.
right there in the X RYZEAL.
And again, this will start off going into Xyz, but you can always go just right into something like the King of the Pharaoh Limps and then get into the Mitsurugi. Leave your end field with as minimal Xyz monsters as possible, but we'll see what Da Vinci just chooses to do into the Goblin Bikers.
There's also a version of this where you just ignore the pressure applied by the Goblin Biker's ability to attach materials. Maybe you make a big detonator and you just destroy a few monsters that show up after they detach the one material you have.
True. Also, very important there, Joshua had nothing on Resolution, no Joel and Lockbird for this turn.
No Molcharmi Purulia either. It seems like
True.
he's just sitting on there. Maybe there's a Nibiru the Primal being at the ready, but Joshua basically staring down Da Vinci as he searches out his next RYZEAL, Ice RYZEAL.
Yep, so far we're just going through the standard line here. Having that RYZEAL dual drive already in the yard will be really nice for this first one that we're going to go into, because you can get that extra attach on top of being able to search for
Time to
2
search.
more RYZEAL cards.
Blossom of Joy.
Ooh, but there's the Ash.
wow.
Dual drive.
Interesting
This is
timing.
Almost always when you want to use your interaction, especially if you only have one form of interaction in your hand, is stopping to do a drive search is usually critical. Doesn't stop your opponent from playing. We have normal summon ice, but it at least makes sure that it can't get to something like that cross, which really can just shut down a lot of decks, especially things like Nibiru if that is additionally in your hand.
Well, Steven, you were talking about mitigating the amount of Xyz materials on field. That RYZEAL Duo Drive sure does have
That's got a lot.
3 materials.
It's got a couple. Yeah.
So plenty of things for the Goblin Bikers to sort of take off. I love the idea of them just like going by like, I'm just going to take this Xyz material off. You can just yank that one off.
Be like, I'll take that robot. I'll take that robot. I'll take that robot.
These are mine now. These are biker parts.
And I believe I see in the hand there of
we will
Da
summon,
Vinci the Mitsurugi Great Purification, so it looks like he drew one of his search targets at the Mitsurugi engine anyway.
So far, besides that King of Pharaoh Imp line like you talked about, I don't see any other way for him to get into the engine. But that's something to also think about too, is because the Ash Blossom's already been used in the Duo Drive,
we will
now we can feel
go-
like Habakiri is going to be pretty safe later on in the turn.
Yeah.
Da Vinci considering his next move here. Looks like we are going to maybe perform another Xyz summon as he picks up and puts down the Ice RYZEAL. Maybe not.
But yeah, using your 2 RYZEAL names right here, Node
We're
being
gonna
one of
go
them, makes it pretty hard to go for a RYZEAL
Warrior.
detonator late in the turn too. So he's kind of have to pick and choose here.
Yeah.
But thanks to this Do Warrior, he might be able to act as what's it called? Did I make you laugh with that one?
Because I like the gallop of do-do-do-do, but yours is like it's like a ramp up, like
Well, that's how he said
do-do-do-do.
it. That's how he said it in the show. Is he goes like do-do-do, and then I just add the do.
okay,
in
yeah,
front
okay.
of
Well,
it.
there's the King of the Feral Imps, by the way. There's a little bit of information kind of given away. Oh, and it's Nibiru the Primal Being. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness!
That's-
The big
So-
old token.
This is why you ash that Duo
no
Drive. They
cross.
can't get to the cross. They can't stop Nibiru from coming down. An incredible 2-card combo to stop your opponent's turn.
I will say though, this is a gigantic token. I think it's like 12, 37 plus 23, so it's 5K attack for sure, and then defense is probably like, I don't know, at least 4K.
Well, props to you for doing math live on air.
That's
it's always dangerous.
That's
it's always dangerous.
They're all guesstimates. They're not exact. They'll say them later.
I struggle
Well,
doing math off air. But
Speaking of later, I think we are just past the turn. Da Vinci's going to go ahead and pass it on over.
Yeah.
So wild to see that a single Nibiru the Primal being shut that turn down. Just very effective use of those 2 cards, locking the opponent out. And while there aren't any Xyz materials on the field, there's also really not much to worry about except a single set card. So I think we're going to go and activate our Goblin Bikers Grand Entrance.
Grand Entrance is going to be a really nice start here to get the other main goblins added to the hand. This is the card that will unlock other things like maybe Dug Charger or things like Clatter Sploder. Once you get some more things put in the graveyard. Lots of fun options here with this card.
Again, there's a non-zero chance that Goblin Biker fans are going to get to see a basically pure build advance into the top 64 of the NAWCQ.
Would be, does it gain original?
That's true. I believe it gains current attack, right? For Nibiru? Oh, it's
original attack, yeah.
The attack will be 48.
Plus 8.
Plus 14, that's 62.
62, I said 52.
62, hey, that's okay, it's okay. Doing math live on the air is difficult, as Steven said.
All right, so there's the Grand Breakout.
That's fine.
Sorry, Grand Entrance.
Grand Entrance, they're all grand.
Breakout was the one that you had to, like, sack a card.
Yep. So we are going to search out the Goblin Biker here.
There's Gone Wild. That'll be a good normal summon here and be able to special summon another goblin from the deck, which, with that Nibiru, is 2 monsters.
Looks like the defense also is 5,600, which is huge, too. Very relevant.
But with things like Big Gabanga, we can always attach our opponent's monsters to it as material. And what happens if you attach a token? It just like disappears to the ether, right?
I don't think you can attach a token.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 things you can't do. You can't banish it face down. You can't send it to the graveyard for cost, and you can't attach it as Xyz material.
Could it be used for an XZ summon? No, right?
No, because again, it's not really a monster. It's a token.
It can't exist anywhere not on the field. So it
Yes,
can't exist
that's
as
fair.
material.
Exactly, yes. But here we go. Now we're using 2 monsters, like you had said, Steven, that we can go into Moon and Closed Heaven and straight into FIENDSMITH.
We can just engrave out this card.
You can, absolutely, because you can send it to the graveyard. It's just you cannot send it to the graveyard for cost. Ooh, the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, though, slowing things down.
That'll hurt a lot.
Oh, wow. But there it is.
Doesn't matter.
It's time for some rank 3
Legendary win monster.
Takitomborg. I'm very familiar with these cards. I've been playing Speedroid quite a little bit, actually, ever since Scream Darkness came out, and they're beautiful.
The level 6. The level 6. And then one unknown?
You and your wind monsters, Steven. Something about him.
There's nothing wrong with wind monsters. Don't be like that.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm just saying he has a particular taste.
That's fair. That's fair. You're allowed to like wind.
Yeah.
It's a very underrated
There's no
attribute.
animosity
I love the underdogs.
Yeah.
But there's the
I'm
big
a fireman myself.
Biggest Kabanga. That is a quarter-century secret rare if I ever saw one.
Gorgeous.
Showing up here with style.
On summon, that'll get another Goblin card added to his hand, and now we have some Xyz materials on the board to activate some of our other effects as well.
Nice to see the full showcase of the Goblin Micro effects, right? We only get to see a little preview here and there until Da Vinci eventually conceded that game, but now Joshua has shifted into Turbo as we get the Dug Charger.
And then he searches.
And we still haven't done our normal summon, correct? We still have the Gone Wild in our hand.
That is correct.
Oh, have we not normal summon?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we have not.
The Terror Top
is a special summon. That's right.
Summon, yeah. Did we? What did we use to make the moon? Was that Gone Wild or no?
No, that wouldn't be a Light Fiend.
No, to make the moon of the closed heaven.
Oh, maybe we did normal summon.
Yeah, because we had Nibiru plus another monster. I think that was our normal summon for turn. Whatever that monster was, I don't remember. My brain is Teflon.
I believe we used. I think we used Grand Entrance.
Yeah, because he had
initially.
He had to have had a normal summon, right?
Yeah.
So this one is Goblin Biker Grand Bash. So we have gone through all the Grands.
This one, Goblin monsters you control. It's a continuous spell, first of all. They all gain 300 attack for each Goblin monster you control, so a little buff. But more importantly, you get an additional normal summon.
There it is, and now we're an additional normal summon in the Gone Wild.
Yes, so we were close. You just needed one more piece to get that normal summon.
I was like, the Gone Wild is still in your hand, right? Like I knew it was in his hand the whole time.
So not to make you do math on a Sunday morning, but 900 attack boost to each of those Goblins. Those are already big enough numbers, but not quite bigger than the 5,600 defense yet.
How many more would he need, Steven?
Well, that's another one right there.
I'm not even going to try.
1,200. You are the math, Steven. Don't blame me. I didn't go to math
school.
He
would need a Goblin Biker Leak Monster for sure, which I don't think exists.
1,500 is the max you would be able to. Well, no, you could put the Xyz in the extra monsters on.
That's true. 18 boost.
Yeah. But 18, unfortunately, would require him still to have around a 30 300 or something like that.
So there you see the Clatter Exploder being read there by Da Vinci. It's kind of an interesting card. Basically, it's a reborn for goblins, and then during your main phase, quick effect, you can detach 1 XP for monster, and if you do,
How much defense does that token have?
special summon it from the graveyard.
5,600, if I remember.
Yep, 5,600 is right, Judge.
But are there anything in the rank 3 toolbox that can
3,900.
out this Nibiru token?
Well, there's always the SP Little Knight.
But then you can't attack directly.
Yeah, that wouldn't really feel good because you put all these monsters on the board with all this high attack power, but not be able to actually do any damage.
You also have the additional effect of Grand Bash. You can target your goblins and basically modulate their levels.
Or make one level become equal to the other
Yep,
level.
Josh
can
was
make
explaining that
level
right there.
6, yeah.
I'm going to make that level 6.
Oh, are we gonna go for Crazy Beast?
I
Because Crazy
believe we
Beast can
are.
destroy cards, right?
For a Goblin's Crazy
Have we
Beast.
Yes,
Yeah.
there he is. A beautiful common. We love that card. I played that card a lot in Malice, and I know very well how crazy it can be.
Well, I think Da Vinci's about to find out as he reads through the card effect there.
I don't believe it has a way to out the token.
Yeah, you can target one spell or trap on the
Yeah.
field, detach
Crazy
two
Beast
materials
and
from
Crazy
any
Beast
monster on the
sets,
field, and then attach that target to this card.
Okay.
He's gonna
I
take
will
the.
attach the Doug and the Paradox.
One from each there.
Attach.
Yep, you can attach from anywhere on the board to use the Goblin Crazy Beast's effect.
Oh, and he took the Great Purification. That kind of shows that the opponent had very little here, so if you're able to keep
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
you just need to get through your own Nibiru token.
I mean, we saw Nibiru tokens win entire matches on day 0. It's
So
definitely possible.
I imagine if we just go SP, clear the token, the Crazy Beast can also come back from the graveyard by attaching a goblin in your graveyard to it as material. So
then
we can
big
get it back on the field and then still clear the token and at least have interaction. You'll have the SP banish. You'll have still that back row kind of attach effect from Crazy Beast.
Yeah, and I think Josh
Or
was agreeing with you
IP,
here.
okay, sure.
Ooh, interesting.
I mean, yeah, we don't necessarily need to deal with it right away.
Huh.
We may as well make Da Vinci, because if you leave that token on there, it turns off some of the RYZEAL cards that he could draw into. Like, X becomes not a searcher
Yeah.
anymore. So he could be saying, hey, if you try to attack me, I can just IP, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Goblin Crazy Beast will come back anyway.
None of these cards lock you in X, Y,
Because
Z.
it comes back at any end phase, right? Not just your own, I believe.
will attempt to leave
For
main
which
phase.
effect?
For Crazy Beast to
end
come back,
phase.
it can be any end phase, right? Not just your
Go
own.
for draw?
I believe it's just activated effect in the graveyard, not an end phase effect.
Yeah,
It just
exactly.
says if
So-
this card is in your graveyard, you can special this card.
Stand
Yeah,
by?
so Joshua feels safe to go, I'm going to have IP here to interrupt whatever you're trying to do. This token, while it is scary, will not
Do you
beat
have any
me.
battle protection?
You need
effects?
something else.
Yeah.
Da Vinci did get another turn, though. It looks like we were just going to pass here, and so he drew and is just trying to play through. So I think the vibe is just to basically clear out whatever it is that comes his way and then win
And,
next
he can
turn. So
revive
this
Yeah.
is Da Vinci's moment. Back to the wall.
Graveyard, I can special summon him and put a goblin underneath it as material from the grave.
Da Vinci did ask an interesting question there as he was changing over turns.
And this
None
side
of
no
these cards
longer,
lock you
it
into
just changes
Exceeds.
level?
Yeah, no, they're just fun.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
have that
So this
RYZEAL
guy
restriction.
targets all goblins 300 attack per goblin I control. So right now this guy is at 3K.
3,000.
So we are going to switch the
Yeah,
token
you can
to
just go
attack
battle
mode.
phase, threaten the
We're
IP
going to
here. Yep.
We're going end of main, and we're
And he
in-
allows. So because if you IP go into SP, then main phase continues and
Yeah.
Da Vinci can keep going. I think that Josh was saying, yeah, do it. I'll
right.
take the damage, but you don't get a battle
54
phase
to the
to
tokens at 62 attack.
really do the rest of the damage here. Now it's main phase 2, Da Vinci can continue to play, and we still have the quick effect of Goblin's Crazy Beast to at least take a back row.
If he sets any, yeah.
Yeah, which you can do really funny stuff. Like if they prayers, you can take it, and then they can't like get it back in their hand.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. A
Yeah,
lot of creativity here.
yeah.
It is a quick effect.
Like they'll be able to. Oh, and it looks like nothing for Da Vinci.
Set and
You attempt to
pass.
leave main 2. Effect.
Effect the
Cards?
Platter Exploder in the graveyard to summon itself back by detaching.
Think you detach your own goblin, or do you send the Mitsurugi Great Purification back to the grave?
You probably just give
Yeah,
him.
I think the Goblin.
The Goblin,
You
that
want your
makes
own
sense.
goblins in the graveyard, right?
And it's great because you know you were waiting to do that in case they do something like a
Oh.
prayers, and now you don't need the double materials because Crazy Beast has to send 2. Not gonna be able to do it anymore,
that-
but I think at this point you're safe.
And it looks like Josh was eyeing up that big Gabonga to summon back thanks to the Clatter Exploder, because he can summon any goblin.
Special summon, and then 2 Gone Wild. Target your set to attach it to my goblin and use material.
Oh, it's any set card, including a monster. Da Vinci cannot believe his eyes as he picks up the Clatter Exploder.
Now, it won't be able to attach to the big Gabonga
That's
because it's
fun.
not in play yet, but it will be able to attach to Goblin's Crazy Beast. And
Maybe
we just
all you
took
need.
we just took Go 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 Glove.
Oh, did a dwarf go glove? I thought that was what going on because earlier when the Do warrior was used, it sent another copy of Do warrior to the graveyard.
Yeah, and that's the difficulty of running this slimmer engine of the Automots is that sometimes you draw that one of that you don't want to draw.
Yep, and now during the end phase, Big Gabonga will activate to allow you to attach
goblin from the deck to its material.
any goblin from the deck as material. Couldn't have said it better myself, Joshua.
Wow. It looks like Joshua's actually fought back here. Da Vinci had a strong setup, but the Ash Nibiru combo from Joshua has allowed him to get a turn. It was stopped by the token that he couldn't get over, but now he's getting a second turn. Joshua surely will be able to do something to clear out this Nibiru token. It seems like that's the only threat.
I mean, besides access to his FIENDSMITH engine, I don't know anything in the Goblin Xyz package that could out it other than an SP, but like we said earlier, if you SP, then you can't attack your game, and then Da Vinci gets another turn.
Which is the argument for why last turn, if that's the only out, you got to bite the bullet. We'll see.
It says any Xyz from monsters you control.
You could do a FIENDSMITH combo that includes FIENDSMITH Requiem being equipped to FIENDSMITH Engraver and then just chunk the backpack at him. That may be the strat here.
Oh, this is an interesting question. I think the judge was just clarifying, can Goblin Beast take materials from multiple monsters, or can it only take 2 from 1? And I think you can take from multiple monsters, like 1 from 1, 1 from another. I'm pretty sure that's fine.
I have the reading in front of me. You can target a spell trap on the field, detach 2 materials from a monster or monsters on the field.
There you go.
Perfect.
On the field, so you can take your opponent's materials and detach them.
Like, that one card can out an entire detonator.
Yeah. That's incredible.
It really is.
3 material.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, so I did see a Moltrami Perulia in hand there as we're picking up the extra deck. I think we are maybe going into FIENDSMITH Paradise here.
You know what? I did see a Bawaku just kind of flash there in Joshua's extra deck. That could be a card. It's just a normal Link 4, requires a Fiend. He has plenty in play. Just go into that main phase, discard a card, blow up the token.
But wouldn't be a bad call.
In the hand to add a goblin that can be attached to summon a goblin from hand.
Okay. This will be an add and an additional summon because he does now have Xyz monsters in play. This will get him some extra material that he could use here.
I feel like Joshua has pretty much sized up this game. It's just about finding the path to victory here, but Da Vinci may get one more turn after all and could bring this all the way back.
Well, we haven't ruled out to summon 6 goblins on the field for that 1800 attack boost, you know.
That is true.
It is not out of the question.
But remember, it has a bigger attack than its defense, and if he couldn't get over 5,600 defense,
I have faith.
He's got some work to do.
62 is really big. Like,
also,
really
just going to say, Grand Bash, I don't know how many he's running, but that attack boost is not, you could play multiples.
Ooh,
okay. Compounding. Let's see if it adds up.
What's your graveyard?
Unlikely. I'm going to imagine it would be SP Little Knight here, in all seriousness, to try and clear that token.
It's the most, like, resource-efficient way to get rid of it, whereas you go for something like a Link 4, like a Bow, you're committing 4 cards to get rid of 1.
But again, how funny would it be if we see a second Grand Bash?
That would be awesome.
To add a goblin from graveyard to hand.
Okay,
so we're going to recycle some goblins.
Yep, I believe we're using a different Grand Entrance that we had earlier.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Give it back the dwarf go glove.
That is actually,
I mean,
interesting.
Honestly, at this point, I think he wants him to Xyz summon, right? Because then he can Goblin Crazy Beast Quick Effect, just steal your stuff. I believe he can target his own spell and trap cards,
I believe he can as well. Let me just confirm.
Kind of taking the Bakuro route. I want you to play into this.
A spell or trap on the field.
Like, let him summon Xyz monsters at that point.
Sure. Yeah, summon do a drive. Let me just take those materials from you.
What do I know in hand?
You know I have Gone Wild. That isn't.
You have not normal.
I have not normal summoned yet.
All that without a normal summon.
I've not manipulated the level either.
Nope, no additional normal, no regular normal, no level modulation for Grand Bash.
This is where we see, maybe in the Goblin Biker engine, not much, but maybe he's running other Xyz monsters? Because being able to modulate levels...
Big Gabonga is a light fiend.
It is a light fiend.
It is a light fiend.
It is?
So you can go into the FIENDSMITH Agnum Day.
That is incredible.
Wow.
If you wanted to.
The materials are 2 monsters?
He's going to go for SP.
We're just going to give SP.
I see Goblin Biker, Big Gabonga, Light Beast Warrior.
Beast Warrior.
Okay.
Warrior.
So we're using the SP Little Knight then to get rid of the token, which means that Da Vinci is going to get another turn here.
Okay, that's on me. I was like so excited. I saw a light. I was like, he was eyeing
know,
Agnum
right?
Day. I was like, how can you summon Agnum Day right now? But he went for SP. Perfectly normal.
So at this point, we know he won't be able to attack directly. I would say SP clears the token, assemble as much as you can to stop whatever Da Vinci draws. Because that one card in hand doesn't seem like it's doing much. He just set a monster and passed on the last turn. So as long as we can create enough interaction that whatever Da Vinci draws for turn is not going to be enough. then Joshua's in a really good spot.
I wonder if Joshua thought that the reason why it was safe to detach the Dodo Dwarf Go-Go Glove is that you already have 2 copies of Dodo Warrior in the graveyard.
I think
so
you mean Dodo Warrior.
Either or, what are the chances we see a third Dodo Warrior?
Ah, a third option.
Take a nice little pauses there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we specialed Gone Wild using Mean Merciless's effect, and now we're going to use Gone Wild special without Charger from the deck. And now we're going to add a spell trap. Is this the second Grand Bash? Do we have one? That'd be awesome.
That would be incredible.
Because we didn't use SP's effect on Summon to banish, so...
Okay, great.
Wow.
Oh, you're right. We didn't use
So we can still attack
Yeah,
directly.
the token's still there, so he may be trying to find a way to get rid of it.
So what are we doing here?
I mean, he has, I think, a line. It just requires him to have a Fiend monster at some point.
I'm looking at the extra deck. There actually is
know one thing in hand, correct?
a very unique option here. Actually, 2 that he could go for. No, actually, now that I'm looking, I think just one other option. I won't spoil it for anybody. Let's see if he's able to do it.
So here we have a Link
4
potentially.
Hey, you're right.
There it
is
is.
going to be
There it is.
Boom.
Right.
What was the Fiend that he used? Was it... Oh, it was Mean Merciless. Mean Merciless is the Fiend.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Some of the goblins are fiends, some of them are beast warriors. It's kind of like a interesting combination, yeah.
So there is the Abow that I was talking about, but the reason he summoned SP was it was his only generic Link 2, and thus he can save a monster, get the Mean Merciless in the graveyard. Very good resource management there from Joshua.
Wow, so we're discarding the Grand Breakout to get rid of the token.
And hang on, how much damage do we have here? Because I believe Crazy Beast is 3K. Nice.
I think this is
I think-
enough.
900
I think it's
boost.
enough with the 900 boost on everybody. That should be enough.
25 plus 32, 33, 58.
Yeah. And the Abow
3K is...
That's
That's
should
it.
be game.
That's
Goblinbikers
GG's.
have gone wild.
Woo! Joshua takes it